Oof, oof, oof. So driving the Baleno fitted with performance BMC air filters. Okay, the first thing that I've noticed from start is the fact that the engine has become a bit more refined than it was before. The throttle response has sharpened up a bit. Yes, the throttle response. The initial throttle response is sharpened. Not by a huge margin, but it has. Yes, the throttle response has become a bit more sharper. Because before, with the stock filters, when I used to flow the throttle, there used to be some amount of lag. So now that has shortened up. Yes, the car has become a lot more sprightlier. So what happens when you fit a car with a performance air filter is that it gives your car ample amount of air for the combustion to happen. So because this car runs on a stage 1+ map, what happens is that the ECU will give the car a lot of fuel. Okay, so the ECU will pump the car with fuel, but the corresponding amount of air is not present inside the engine for combustion to happen. So when you fit this car with the performance air filter, what happens is that the corresponding amount of air also goes into the engine. So hence a lot more power can be generated. So plus the engine also doesn't strain itself because it is always ventilated. It has ample amount of air for combustion to happen. Oh, actually, the gear shifts have also become smooth. I have no idea how that's happening. So, because I used to run this on a performance filter, and after switching to a stock filter, I used to feel that the car has become a lot sluggish. Not as sluggish as a stock map, but even with the stage 1+ map, the car's throttle response was very sluggish. So, right now, after fitting the filters again, the car's throttle response seems to be much more. Yes. The car seems to pull a bit more stronger. I think the performance is more or less the same. That is, it is producing the same amount of power, but the way it delivers the power has become a bit more precise. Yes, that's what's happening. And plus the engine has also become a bit more refined. That is, before when I used to flow the car, the engine used to sound strained, but now it's not sounding strained. It sounds like it has ample amount of air, or it sounds like it is happy to keep on revving. Oof. When you just tap the throttle, the car is just pulling itself away. Oof, oof, oof. That was intense. Damn! The power delivery has changed by a huge margin. The way the power is delivered now, it has changed a lot. So I think the same amount of torque is being produced, but the way the torque is delivered by the engine to the wheels, that has changed a lot. So before, the engine had to rev up or build a bit more revs to deliver that much amount of torque, but right now it is coming a bit more earlier. The lag factor has reduced by a huge margin, huge margin. Plus you actually feel like you're sitting inside a bit more refined car. Before, to be honest, this car sounded like a tractor, I believe, but right now it doesn't sound that much tractorish. Being a diesel car, the diesel clatter has also reduced by a huge margin. It's nice. It's nice. So if your car's cruising speed was at around 70 kilometers or 80 kilometers an hour, if you fit a pair of BMC air filters, it would increase to around 100 kilometers or 110 kilometers per hour. That marginal difference would also be there. That is, your car can cruise at a bit more higher speed without getting its engine strained. So that is how it feels like. So guys, that is how it feels like to drive the Suzuki Baleno after it has been fitted with the BMC high performance stock replacement air filters. So if you ask me how I feel about the car after fitting with the BMC air filters, well, the throttle response has improved by a good margin and the car feels a lot more refined. I also feel like the lag has reduced by a huge margin and somehow the gear shifts also seem to be a bit more smoother. So these are my first impressions on fitting the BMC performance filters onto my car again. So after running it for around 5,000 kilometers, I'll do a detailed review on how the car feels after 5,000 kilometers and we'll do a bit more test runs. So I hope you guys liked this video and found this informative, and if you want more such content, do hit the subscribe button and hit the bell icon. So I'll be posting more such videos, so stay tuned, stay subscribed, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you.